I'm Steph Lee, and this is Outside the Cage.
Anger doesn't help you one bit. People think, oh, you know, a lot of people that don't know much about fighting, they think, oh, I just get really mad and I just go crazy. Well, you know, that might do you okay in a bar or something like that. But when you're a professional fighter, you can't just spaz out. You have to be in control the whole time.
I noticed you have a lot of tattoos. Do they mean anything or any special meaning?
No, they're pretty much all writing. This one says it's Dutch, so it says warrior in Dutch. It says
Hey, this is Steph Lee. I'm hanging out at the Fortress, and I have with me Todd-Gouwenberg. So Todd, you've pretty much been here since I got here. What's a typical day like for you?
Every day varies, but today is Tuesday, so today we do wrestling for about 2 hours, and then we usually relax, have a shower, eat a bit, get some energy back, relax a little more, and then at 5 o'clock we do jiu-jitsu.
So you guys hang out a lot together. Are you guys pretty close? Do you hang out outside the Fortress?
Yeah, we do. We're all pretty tight, and you know, you're here 6 days a week, you know, 5 hours a day. So obviously, it's kind of more like a family thing than it is. You know, you're all pretty tight for sure.
So I heard that you were a small town country boy before you moved down to the city. Does your family support you? Do they come out to the fight?
Yeah, my family comes to a lot of my fights and stuff, and they really support me, and they really enjoy that I do it.
What initially got you kind of interested in fighting MMA, or was it always kind of in you?
Well, I've always been a fighter. I started out pro boxing, turned pro, had some pro boxing fights, but even when I was growing up and as I got older, I've always kind of found my way into, you know, I guess trouble, if you want to call it that. But you know, I'm not a troublemaker, but I always did definitely get into fights. So.
Tell me a little story about one of your fights.
One of my fights, I've had many fights, but usually I think the most memorable ones are probably, you know, I was at the bar, and you know, that's why a lot of people say to me, you know, are you scared to go in the ring and fight? And I say, going in the ring is easy. You know, number one, I train some professional, so is the other guy, but there's only one guy. You know, he doesn't have his 10 buddies, he doesn't have a bar stool, he doesn't have a bottle to hit you with. It's fun. I mean, you know, if I know I can go in the ring and have a fair fight, I mean, that's great. I love it.
Those pink gloves, that was a good shot. Call him so. Not good. Yeah. Awesome.
Being a fighter, you have to sacrifice a lot. Like I eat a certain way. I train, like I said, 4 or 5 hours a day. You know, and training, you know, for people who don't really realize what it is, it's not, you know, fighting isn't for everyone. Fighting it's really tough. You have to love it to do it. If you want to get to a high level and fight the best guys in the world, which I for sure want to do. I want to be the best in the world at my weight. You have to sacrifice, you know, so much to get there. I do this about 3 times a week for about 20-minute ride. It's not a really intense ride. It's just a pretty casual ride because there's not much oxygen here. It's a little harder to breathe, right, which makes me lose more red blood cells, right? So.
I know you guys do spend a ton of time here. Some of you guys even sleep here. You guys eat here, but what do you do outside of here? Do you have even time for a personal life, a girlfriend?
Yeah, you do have time, but you know, if you have a girlfriend, she has to realize too that you're making all these sacrifices. You know, that you're going to be in the gym 4 or 5 hours a day, and then these guys are basically kind of like your family and stuff. So a lot of women can't handle it.
Thank you so much for letting us in, and we're here just chilling at the Fortress.
I like to wake up around 10:30.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know,
optimal.
have a good breakfast and relax. Right, I'm not a big morning guy at all. Hi, I'm Todd-Gouwenberg, and you're watching FNTV.
You're watching FNTV, and we take you behind the scenes.